Ok, ciao ragazzi, io mi chiamo Cristoforo. My name is Christopher. It's a pleasure to have you here. Today I will be discussing very briefly the differences between di and da. So just so that we do understand the differences between di and da, the very basic differences, di simply means of, and da simply means from. Di is more used to talk about between, like the word between, but also possession. Da is used more with place, distance, and origin. Please note that in Italian there are no apostrophes, so we use di. So the assignment was to look at an excerpt, and it's a rather somewhat lengthy excerpt. It's supposed to be catered to readers A2 and B1. This here is the excerpt, and my challenge is to read or provide an example, but I feel I'm going to provide maybe 4 to 5 examples, not just from the excerpt, but also with what's around me. So the first one that I'll start with is from the first sentence, where it says da quando. So it says da quando il conte era morto. So the first word that we have is da, and as I mentioned earlier, da simply means from. So if you know the context clues from the rest of the sentence, right? The context clues are the most important parts of the vocabulary in order for you to understand the language and in order for you to understand where the sentence is going. So da quando, from when? Okay, so from when? So you're talking about an event that happened in the past. You wouldn't say of when. It just doesn't even make sense in English. So from when, you would use the word da quando because you're talking about a time of, you could say origin, or you could say a time from long ago. Okay. The next one I'm going to go to is this sentence, the second sentence, that right there. I muri. So i muri, un tempo di un bianco brillante. So they're talking about the walls, and they're talking about a brilliant white. So di un bianco brillante, it was of a brilliant white. So basically they're using that as an adjective, and they're using it to describe a brilliant white. They're talking about the walls. And later on you read in the story that, things just, the building becomes not habitable. It doesn't become pleasant. It doesn't become, inviting. It's a very interesting story. And it gets a little emotional towards the end, but it's nice to see, nice to read. With that being said, so you're talking about un tempo di, a time of, right? A time of a brilliant white. They're talking about just magnificence, things that used to be stellar and used to be grand. And then they talk about the word over here. I due ipocastani, right? They say ipocastanti. No, ipocastani. Yep, I due ipocastani di fronte all'ingresso. So they're talking about the front of the entrance. Ingresso is where you enter, and it's where you walk through an entrance. So di fronte, on the front of, the front of. You wouldn't say the front from, right? You would say the front of, and then they talk about the building. Another thing that I wanted to mention is I actually wanted to step away from the excerpt a little bit, just because I felt like those were some very good examples regarding the excerpt. But I also want to talk about just the basics that are surrounding me right now. So, for example, this blanket. So this blanket is made of cotton. Questa coperta è fatta di cotone. It is made of cotton. All right? And then I would say, this is my video. So this is my video. Questo è il video di Christopher. The video of Christopher, right? This is my video, the video of Christopher. Whose video is it? It's the video of Christopher. And for example, this tablet. So I received this tablet from Samsung. io ho ricevuto questo tablet da Samsung. Where did I receive it from? From Samsung. Okay, so I hope that that was helpful understanding di and da. There are plenty of examples that can be done and that can be used understanding di and da. Again, just a refresher. Di, the basic of. Da, the basic from. And again, da uses place, distance, and origin, and di uses between and possession. I hope that this was helpful for you. It was a pleasure doing this video for you. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you know where to reach me. Feel free to reach me. Thank you.